Welcome to the Pathways of the Mind, an exploration of possibility, the gloom of light, the brightness of dark. There's something wrong with thought. Instinct flees, eyes widen, terror ensues. You have merged with understanding, you have broken reason, you have cracked awareness. You have now entered the consciousness of the R.C. Phillips Story Extravaganza! Sit back, relax, the drugs will kick in soon. Our tale today, just Fishin'. So, you asked me why I like to fish. Well, I don't usually keep them. Every now and then, I'll clean a catfish. Catfish is my favorite to eat. It's fine textured, white, and doesn't really taste all that fishy. But they can get a little muddy tasting sometimes, if the conditions are right for it. But I don't usually fish for catfish anyway. See, you gotta use a cork and put a worm or a grasshopper or something on the hook. Some people use dough or stink bait too, but you have to sit real still and wait. I just don't want to do that. Most people around here put out trot lines for that kind of fishing. That way, they can walk off, leave them, then check them later. See, I like to fish what they call predatory fish. Around here, that's bass, perch, and stuff like that. Those kind of fish go out hunting for prey, sometimes in packs, like a wolf would do. You stay active with that kind of fishing. When they're biting, they'll bite just about anything that's shiny. Those lure companies make a lot of fuss over having a bunch of them. You gotta have this one for this and this one for something else. But really, all you need is just a lure or two. Spinners work just about as good as anything. I like the smaller ones because it's gotta fit in their mouth, you see? With the small ones, you can catch bigger fish and smaller ones too. But with the big lure, all you're gonna catch is just the bigger fish. Only use 6-pound test too. It just casts better and reels in smooth. If you get too big a line, it gets stiff and keeps getting tangled up. I just like to keep it simple. I have caught a channel cat with a lure though. Channel cats are a little more aggressive than a big yellow cat, and sometimes they'll bite a lure. They'll sting you too. But if you take some of that slime that's on their skin and rub it on your wound, it'll stop it stinging. They've got their own built-in immunity for their own sting. But you don't want to take too much of the fish's slime off. Any kind of fish. That's part of their immune system, and it takes a while for them to build it back up. You can hold them just by laying their belly right in the palm of your hand. They'll just sit there, and you can lower them in the water again, and then they'll get their bearings back. They'll just swim off, calm as can be. That works for most fish, but like a gar won't. They'll just fight you the whole way. I caught a needle-nosed gar with a lure one time too. You usually can't catch them with a lure because their mouth is too hard and bony for the hook to get in there, but I caught this one under his chin. A gar's an art kind of fish. They have their lungs and can live in the most stagnant water. They just put that nose up out of the water and breathe air. Their scales are hard, kind of like alligator skin or something. I never caught an alligator gar. I'd be half afraid to. Those things can get big, over 200 pounds, or so I've heard. But that doesn't really answer your question, does it? Why do I like to fish? Well, I guess I just like to look at them. It's kind of like discovering something new. I wonder what'll bring up this time. I'm sure there's nothing new under that water, but maybe it'll be new to me, you know? I've heard that man knows more about outer space than he does about the water right at his feet. I used to watch Jacques Cousteau on Channel 13. I like to see what he'd find. These guys nowadays on TV just seem to like they want to wrestle with them rather than just look at them. But I guess it doesn't mean anything to me unless I can hold it or see it with my own eyes. So I throw out a lure. And I guess sometimes it's just for fun. Well, that's probably the best answer I can give you. It's been nice talking to you, and next time you're around here, stop on by. Oh yeah, before you go, I forgot to tell you, I'm from the planet Zargo. That's right here in this galaxy next to... Oh, never mind, you can't see it from here anyway. By Earth, Zargo, here we come.